What is up, metalheads, and welcome to the Full Metal Geek Championship match. I am your host, the Red Ranger, joined here once again by our former champion, Robert Parker. I pointed the wrong way because of this reflecting stuff. Robert, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I'm really excited. This is the first championship match that I'm not playing, and so I finally had the chance to write a championship match, so that was a lot of fun, and I'm extremely excited. I mean, these two are two of the best Full Metal Geek has to offer. Both guys earned their way here through playing matches, and I'm really excited just to see these two finally go at it. I don't think they've ever played, either in Fandom or Full Metal Geek, in a singles format, so I'm excited to see these two go head-to-head.
No, yeah, absolutely. You got Thomas Scully going up against Tim Brzakala. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better face-off, honestly, of the four competitors we had. Any two would have been great, but this is going to be a great one. Tim came into his match not really worrying about whether he was going to win or not, and had an amazing performance. And Thomas, as we know, had a dominating performance in his match. So we really have two great guys going at it today. So let's just get with them real quick, see what they have to say. So we are going to start with the coming in at the lower rank. He is not by any means lower than his competitor, but he is just lower ranked currently, and that is Tim Brzakala with his manager, Cody Newberry. Tim, here you are once again. Like you said in the last match, you didn't really care whether you win or you lost, but you won, so you're here. So how are you feeling now? Are you the same, or are you a little bit more serious?
Here's how I'm feeling, RJ. Here's what the ham is saying. I'm happy I beat Dom because fuck that guy. But
he won't watch it anyways. What does it matter?
But I'm kidding. Maybe. But no, I was happy to beat Dom. That felt very good. But I am here to basically, I said it last time, I like playing trivia. This isn't meant to be mean to Full Metal or you or anything. I just don't care. I just like playing Geek trivia. So that's what my outlook on Full Metal Geek has always been, just to have fun and answer some Geek questions. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I'm expecting to lose. So congrats, Scully, on being the new champion. But Cody, do you have anything you want to say?
Mainly, we don't care. We like that you guys run this. We have fun playing here. Mm-hmm. But Scully, at the end of round 5, whenever we decide this match is over, your paper champion will be waiting, because at the end of the day, your last title match was against Robert Parker. You lost, and now you'll just take the title from a person that you never beat. So on that note, we don't really care. Scully, you had to put opponent's choice because you cared so much to win this. Like you took every opportunity, and your blue-haired manager did the same thing. So it's exciting for you, Scully. You'll have another champion that just Robert dropped, so you picked up, and we'll move on from there. So, Tim, let's go to round 5. That's all I want. Let's just start round 5 and see how it works.
I'll try to get there. Yeah.
All right. Well, Robert, apparently we are going to get to round 5 today, according to them. I mean, that's going to be exciting. But let's go ahead and see how the other side of the table feels with our higher-ranked competitor, Thomas Scully, and his manager, Caleb Coho. Tom, like we said, you had a dominating performance in your match to get here, and now you're here, going for the title. Robert's not in your way this time, but you still got to go through Tim, who was his partner in fandom for a long time. So we feel like a little bit of Robert, rubbed off on him. Maybe not how serious Robert took the game, but at least that base of knowledge. So how are you feeling going in?
I'm feeling really good. Tim is probably the one guy in all the fan leagues who I haven't played yet. I've wanted to play him for a long time because I love Tim. He's a great guy. So I think any match between us will be a good match. I think it's gonna be a really good match today. Even though he may not care too much about the match, I'm still looking forward to how he does, and as to how I do as well. I want to have a fun match. I want to have a good time. But I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm studied up, and I want this belt. So nothing else left to be said.
Yeah, we like Tim. Tim's awesome. He's a great guy. He says he doesn't care. I know he loves to play, and I hope he's going to give us the best game possible, because that's fun. I hope this goes to round 5 also. On the other hand, we like making Cody eat his own words. And when he says paper champion, at least we're a champion. So everyone in these leagues that has to pick up a belt that someone had to vacate, fine, we have a belt. and that's the goal at the end of the day. So we'll take paper champ over no champ any day.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Robert, any last thoughts before we go into this match? I mean, the managers talk the way they usually do. The competitors, we're kind of used to that. What do you think, man?
I think that both these players are going to play their heart out. They both said that they're excited to play each other no matter how it goes. So I like that respect shown between the competitors. Managers, not so much, but what do you expect?
Yeah, we always got to expect the managers are going to talk. But yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting match. So we are going to go ahead and get it started with round number 1. Gentlemen, round number 1 is going to work like this. Each of you are going to be given 10 questions throughout Geekdom. You'll have 15 seconds to answer each of those questions. Every correct answer gets you a point. Every wrong answer, nothing bad happens. And we will ask the 10 questions. If either of you or both of you go perfect, there will be a bonus question. Keep in mind, throughout the entire match, you do have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Other than that, Thomas, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Tim, are you ready?
I just have a quick question. Is Bad Santa 2 in Geek? Wasn't not sure.
Unfortunately,
That is actually in the mixed bag for this match only. Yeah.
Thank God, it's just about time.
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm ready.
Yes, it's a graphic novel, so yes, it does count.
Perfect.
All right. Robert, why don't you go ahead and hit him with their first question?
Sure thing. Your first one's in the category of Marvel. At the start of 2015's Fantastic Four, a young Reed and Ben test a machine in Reed's garage that is supposed to do what?
I saw this movie twice.
I have seen this movie more than that, but only once in theaters.
Right.
I actually think I may have seen this with one goat, Maggie Brzakala.
5, 4, nice. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's put the pens down, and we're going to start with Thomas.
I said transport objects through dimensions.
Yeah,
We'll accept that.
Yep.
And Tim?
Transfer matter to another place.
Yeah, we can take that too.
Yep,
And I
it's still...
Just because I'm a bitch, can I bring in my manager, please?
Sure. Are you sure? All right.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yep. Can I even say what I'm going to say? No, you don't want to play that game with me?
What?
No, just in the movie, he says when they do the science fair, like 10 years later, that they don't even think they're transferring dimensions. They think that they're just transferring to another place on Earth. So saying dimensions, that's not what he even thinks they're doing at that point. I just watched the movie like 2 weeks ago with Maggie. And when they're at the science fair later in the movie, he says, Franklin says, "Oh, you're transferring to. We've been able to make it go to another dimension." And he says, "Oh, well, we're not making it go to dimensions. We're just sending it somewhere on Earth. We think like Egypt or the Sahara or something."
You know what?
I'm just saying.
We'll try it. You 5 rounds. Just if you're comfortable, go with it.
I'm just saying.
I stand behind you. Go for it.
Sure.
I can make a call.
I'm going to challenge that. I don't think that dimensions should be, because that we asked specifically about what they're trying to do in the garage as kids. So I think.
All right. So that is the official challenge. All right. And we will be right back. All right. So after reviewing the challenge, we went to the scene. We've looked up definitions. We've gone through it. As the challenge stands, the question was asking, what was the machine supposed to do? And even though the machine does end up doing interdimensional travel, as Thomas described in his question, or in his answer, Tim was correct that they did not know it was traveling between interdimensions. Therefore, it should not count as a right answer of what the machine was supposed to do, which is simply teleport from one place to another, as he described in his. So we are going to award Tim the challenge. Thomas will not be getting a point for his answer, and Tim keeps his challenge. All right, so after that,
another one right the rest of the round.
All right, so that leaves the score right now just 0-1. So we are going to go into the next question, gentlemen. This is in the MCU. Who plays Maria Rambeau in Captain Marvel? And fun fact, the most missed question in Full Metal Geek testing. This question
is that true?
It was the most missed question.
Wow.
I will tell you the most common answer after they answer it. This is the most common answer that was given in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we start with Tim.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
And Tom.
I said Lashana Lynch.
That is correct. Tie game. The most common answer was that chick from the new James Bond movie,
That's what I
which
was
is not wrong,
I'm not
but I
surprised.
needed a name.
That's fair.
It's not wrong.
All right, your next one, the category of Star Wars. Who kills Dryden Voss in Solo?
You said Star Wars like we already said Star Trek, but we haven't. Like, you said like Star Wars. Star Wars this
Not
time,
yet.
guys. Not yet. We might be getting there though.
Are we? Yeah, I'm sure we are.
Yeah,
we are. Yeah, we are.
yeah.
It's a little ways away.
Yeah,
We'll
it's a
pull
little
it back later.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We didn't reveal anything ahead of time. And Thomas.
Most creative way to spell a basic white girl name, Kira.
That is correct. And Tim.
Kira.
All right, both spelled correctly. Good job, gentlemen. All right, your next question is in the category of mixed bag, everyone's favorite category because Robert gets to have so much fun. What superhero movie has a cast including Christoph Waltz, Cameron Diaz, Tom Wilkinson, David Harbour, and Jay Cho? Just put it all out there for them, huh, Robert?
Yeah. Well, not all. There's a few more I could have thrown out.
Of course. I think that's the most I've ever seen you ask, like in a cast question, like including
no.
these people.
I've asked a really big Sin City question before.
4, 3, 2. I can believe that. 1. All right, and we go back to Tim.
The Green Hornet.
That is correct. And Thomas.
The Green Hornets.
All right, I'm gonna have to start saying Thomas's full name because I keep saying Tim. This is gonna kill me.
All right. Your next one, guys, in the category of Wizarding World. What item was the port key that took Newt and Jacob to France in The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Another question from this movie. Robert just loves to throw it in there every now and again.
Well, you have to. If you just exclude it completely,
then nobody cares. When's the last time we asked a question about Search for Spock? Come on.
a couple matches ago, probably.
We just don't care. Really?
Yeah, probably.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to Scully.
Is it a briefcase?
That is incorrect. Tim?
I also guessed a book. I don't know.
That's incorrect. We're looking for a bucket. They step into a bucket.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, your next question. This is in the category of Middle Earth. What is the last thing said by Gandalf the Grey before falling into darkness in the Fellowship of the Ring? We do need the exact quote. It's one of the greatest quotes of all time, so this should be pretty easy.
Something like that.
I think so.
In this time of quarantine, there have been many mornings where I've woken up and been like, man, should I just marathon that trilogy today? I haven't done it yet, so I thought about it.
But I'm surprised. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm surprised that's even a choice for you. Tim.
Fly, you fools.
That is correct. And Thomas.
Fly, you fools.
All right. Still tied at 4.
All right, good job, guys. Your next one in the category of Star Trek. There it is. Who celebrates Kirk's birthday at the start of Star Trek Beyond by drinking with him? This was a conversation we had in a group chat a few days ago. New Star Wars trilogy or new Star Trek trilogy? I think there's an argument for both. Genuinely do.
There probably is actually at this point. 5.
Maggie and I had
4,
the same conversation the other night.
Yeah?
2, 1. It depends on either one keeps the cast. I think that's a big problem in that. All right, let's go to Tim. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Bones.
That is correct. And Tim.
Bones.
All
That's
right,
correct.
both correct. All right, gentlemen, your next question is going to be in the category of heroes and villains.
Yeah.
Heroes and villains. How many evil exes total does Ramona have in Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Such a good movie. I saw this at a dollar theater. I saw this on a whim with some friends in high school, and it was such a delight.
It's a good one. It's not one that I've seen too much.
I watch this movie every time it's on. If it's ever on TV, I stop everything and watch it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're starting with Tim.
5.
That is incorrect. It's Thomas.
7.
Seven Alexis is correct.
Thank you, Adelaide Spence, for cramming that movie down my throat.
You have 7 ex-boyfriends. Seven Alexis, yes.
All right. 2 more here. Your penultimate question, the category of DCEU. Excuse me, Worlds of DC. In Wonder Woman, which of Steve's friends has trouble sleeping and implied PTSD by seeing ghosts?
Another commonly missed question.
They probably just couldn't. They probably knew the character, just couldn't pull the name.
It's one of those like
Yeah.
you know exactly who you're talking about. You just got to pull that name.
Mhm.
You're about to see Tim have the same problem.
Well, we'll see if you can solve it in 5, 4,
I
3,
I wonder
Two.
who knows.
1. All right, we go to Scully.
Charlie.
That is correct. And Tim.
I put Harry. I couldn't remember it.
It's a
That's
tough
actually
one.
not a bad guess.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not bad. I've seen worse. Scotty was the most common answer I got from people who just threw a random guess out there.
That seems accurate with the red hair and all.
All right, gentlemen, your last question is going to be in DC, just regular DC. In Road to Perdition, who plays McGuire, a psychopathic killer who photographs his victims? Again, another movie that like you got to throw in there.
I've only seen it once, but yeah,
I've never seen it.
This movie is Chef's Kiss.
it's pretty good.
I
Pretty
agree. It's really good.
All right, well, let's see if it's good enough for y'all to know the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Tim?
Jude Law.
That is correct. And Scully?
His American accent is brutal in this movie. Jude Law.
That's also true.
All right. Okay. All right. After round 1, we have a pretty still tight game, only a 2-point game. Scully is in the lead with 8 to Tim's 6. Robert, do you concur?
I do.
All right, gentlemen, that leads us into the next round, which is round number 2, the wheel round. Each of you will be presented with a wheel. It has 10 categories on it, 8 categories from Geek, and Hero and Villains pick. You will get a spin at this category. Whatever you land on, you will get 5 questions from it, each worth 2 points. However, if you do want to go to multiple choice, you can. However, the points will be deducted down to 1. Keep in mind, there is stealing in this round, and you are allowed 1 respin if you don't like the category, unless you land on Villain's pick. All right, so Thomas, since you are in the lead, I will bring up your manager, and then I will bring up the wheel. Once I present the categories to you, you will be able to decide whether you would like to spin first or spin second.
I can read
And
through
just
the
so I don't
categories
make-
while you're bringing it up. Sorry.
Actually, go right ahead.
Yeah, that
Okay.
might be easier. All right, so your categories in this round are quotes, mixed bag, DCEU, DC, Marvel, Wizarding World, Middle Earth, and MCU.
I think we want to go second just to see what he gets.
I agree.
Okay.
Second, please.
All right. Sorry, just making sure I brought up the right wheel.
You're good.
Can I have Cody in too?
Yep, absolutely. He's coming. Sorry. Give
No,
me
you
one
good.
moment.
You good.
Sorry. All right, he is out, and Cody's in. All right. And just to show everybody, because I made the mistakes, I already did the pre-spin. So
Thank
it's not
you.
a start thing. I already did the prime
Thank
thing. I'm
you.
sorry for last time.
I'm the
My
worst.
favorite, my favorite thing about being
Alright.
backstage is I can give Ko the finger and he can't see it. It's great.
All right. All right, gentlemen. So here we go. Here's your first spin for you, Tim. And gave you the category of Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we keep that, huh, Cody?
We're gonna take that. Yeah.
All right, we'll keep.
All right, no problem. All
hey,
right.
Hey, just real quick
Just
before you
get
take it out,
everybody-
remember spell pronunciation, like how you pronounce a spell. It's very important.
Yeah.
Because
All right. Okay. And I will go ahead and give these questions to Tim. So give me one moment. I'll pull that up. All right. Tim, are you ready for your questions?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 1 in Wizarding World. What was the name of the Weasley's owl in Chamber of Secrets?
Errol.
That is correct for 2 points. Great pronunciation. I probably would have said it wrong if I gave you multiple choice. Your next question. How do Harry and his friends get to London to save Sirius in Order of the Phoenix?
We need a specific answer for this.
Yes.
They fly on Thestrals.
That is
That
correct
is
for
correct.
2 points.
Yep.
All right, your next question. What is the first Wizarding World movie to feature the character of Fenrir Greyback?
Shit. I'm gonna take a shot. The Half-Blood Prince.
That would be correct for 2 points. All right, your fourth question. What is the profession of Henry Shaw Jr. in Fantastic Beast and where to find them?
He's a senator.
That is exactly correct for 2 points. We also would have accepted politician. And your last question. Who does Ron ask to the Yule Ball before going with one of the Patel twins?
Fleur Delacour.
And for the clean
Wow.
sweep, that is correct. Wow.
He likes it
Boosting
when
up
they
his-
walk, RJ.
You know I like it when they walk.
He does, in fact, like it when they walk, and I definitely did too in that movie at that age. All right, so before we get more in trouble for that, we're going to bring up Cody. Or we're going to bring up Coho.
Boy,
Yeah,
weird territory there.
That was a little bit more insight than I needed into RJ's personally.
All right, everybody, shut up. We're bringing back up the wheel.
Okay.
All right, everybody, see it?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, good. All right, Thomas. So this is your first spin. There it goes. It lands on mixed bag, barely missing villain's pick. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we can do better.
Yeah, I say we leave that for Tim. Okay, or no, not for Tim. I'm an idiot. We're already done. Let's just spin again. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ignore
Tim
my
will not-
I am
getting it
pretty
again.
damn scatterbrained at the moment. Spin again.
All right.
Do it again, please.
All right. This is your next spin. Whatever it lands on this time, you will get.
I am a damn ass. Thank you,
It's going to
Cody.
be. It's going to be DC.
That's better.
DC is going to be the category. All right, and Robert, whenever you are ready, after I get Coho off, hit him with that first question.
Sure thing.
He's not as thick as he drunks.
All right, you're DC, right? Not DCU, just DC.
Just DC.
Just
Plain old
DC.
DC. All right, let's do it. Plain old DC. Your questions, Scully. Your first one. In the training mission at the start of Green Lantern, what is Carol Ferris's code name?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your options are A, Emerald, B, Sapphire, C, Topaz, or D, Ruby.
Sapphire.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
All right, your next one. In Red, Morgan Freeman plays Joe. What type of cancer does Joe have?
Liver cancer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good job.
Pull.
Number 3. Who plays Peter Foley, the deputy police commissioner who takes over for Gordon in The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, fuck. It's that actor whose face I can see, but I can't remember his name. Multiple choice. I'll know when I hear it. Multiple choice.
Okay, is it A, Paul Reiser, B, Matthew Modine, C, Brett Cullen, or D, Bern Gorman?
Matthew Modine.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, 2 more. How does Catwoman kill Max Schreck in Batman Returns?
She electrocutes him.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice job.
And your final question. What is the name of the Kryptonian city where Kara lives at the start of 1984's Supergirl?
Argo City.
That is correct for 2 points.
I hate that I know that. I just hate it.
Same.
All right. After round number 2, we have a tied game, 16-16, as we get into round number 3, the deep cut round. All right, gentlemen, here's how this is going to work. You are each going to be presented with 3 different movies. Each of these movies has 5 questions in it, each worth 2 points. There's no stealing and no penalty for missing. Since this is a tied game, it will actually go to the higher ranked competitor to decide first. After that, then the next will pick their movie from the remaining 2. But do not forget about that last movie because you will see it again. So, Thomas, since you are the higher ranked competitor in this match, going to bring up Coho. Robert, go ahead and give them their 3 movies once again.
Sure thing. So the 3 movies you can pick from for your questions in round 3, Scully and Coho, are Kick-Ass, Shazam, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So you'll pick one of those. Tim and Cody will have the choice between the other 2, and the third one will come back in round 4.
We want to do
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yes. Tim took it away from me in round 2. Now it's my turn to take it from him in round 3. Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay.
All right. So let me just. All right.
I got
So.
music too sometimes.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't technically take it. You let us spin first.
You gave it.
That's fair.
That's fine. I think I'm gonna.
Shazam.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'll take Shazam.
Shazam. All right. Okay. All right. And Tim, since you are the lower ranked competitor, you will be getting your questions first.
These are 2 apiece,
So-
correct?
Yes, 2
two-
apiece, no
2
multiple
points
choice, no stealing. Excuse me, sorry.
So, Robert, go ahead and handle Tim's questions in Shazam.
Sure thing. What Christmas song is playing on the radio during the opening scene?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Do You Hear What I Hear?
Okay.
Your next one. What carnival game was Billy's mom playing before they were separated? We just need a description of what she's doing.
She's throwing darts, right?
That is correct for 2 points. Number 3. How does Thaddeus Savannah kill his brother?
Throws him out a window.
That is correct for 2 points. Our
No,
specific answer
Robert,
was...
I want you to read. Yes. I want.
Our specific answer was throws him out of the window of a big-ass building.
Okay.
And your final question, what is the first name of Billy's foster mother at his new home?
Maria. I don't know.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Rosa.
Not a bad guess, though.
Were there only 4 questions?
Yeah, no, there's still one more, Robert.
Oh,
You
I'm
skipped one.
stupid.
Okay.
What did I skip one?
Yeah. Yes. Question. You skipped to question 5.
Oh, I
Question-
did. I didn't say question
Yeah.
4. My bad. I'm so sorry.
All right.
All right. You're right. You're totally right. After Shazam saves Mary from being hit by a truck, who does he falsely attribute his advice to? There's 2 answers, but we just need one of them.
Who does he falsely attribute his advice to? I might be stupid, but I don't really understand the question.
I'm not sure either.
He says
Your advice. What are you?
so he says a quote. Who does he falsely
I see.
attribute that quote to?
Okay. Oh Jesus. Gandhi. I don't know.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points. Another
What the
acceptable
fuck?
answer was
Okay.
Yoda.
I mean,
He goes,
he
Gandhi said that, or maybe it was Yoda.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
All right. So after Tim, he brings his score up to 22, and it is now Thomas's turn. Thomas, are you ready for your questions from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
I am. Let's do
All
it.
right. Question number 1. What spell did Hermione use to defeat the Devil Snare on the way to the stone?
I'm trying to pronounce it correctly. Lumos Solaire.
That is unfortunately incorrect. It is Lumos Solem.
Oh, it's between the-
Solem. Solem. All right. Your second question. Which vault at Gringotts housed the Sorcerer's Stone?
Vault 713.
That is correct for 2 points.
About 713.
Stand
Lamp.
back.
Lamp, please.
Lamp, please. Key, please. Sorry.
It's all right. You're all quoting it incorrectly, though, because when he gets to that vault, he just tells him to stand back and does the nail thing. The lamp, please, and key, please is at Harry's vault.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Question number 3. Why does Vernon Dudley love Sundays?
You mean Vernon Dursley, right?
Yeah, Dursley.
Vernon Dursley. Sorry.
Oh, there's no mail on Sundays.
We will accept that. That is correct. He says no post, but he means no mail. All right. Your fourth question. Name all 3 animals that Hogwarts students can bring to school according to Harry's letter.
An owl, a cat, or a toad.
That's correct for 2 points and the tie. And to take the lead, your last question. While in the Forbidden Forest, what else did Malfoy want to agree to partner with Harry?
I missed a comma. What else did Malfoy
Okay.
want to agree to partner with Harry?
He wants.
Oh,
Fenrir.
sorry. That is correct for 2 points.
Wow. Okay. Those are really deep cut.
I mean, for avid Wizarding World watchers like us, maybe not, but
All right. All right. So after round number 3, Thomas takes a slight lead back. It is now 24-22, but that can change as we get into round number 4. Round number 4 works like this. Each of these gentlemen are bringing back their whiteboards. They will now get 5 questions, each worth 1 point. However, if they answer it incorrectly or refuse to answer, they will lose a point. Where are those 5 questions coming from? Well, there was one movie left over from the round 3 selections, and that's where we will be getting those questions. So these gentlemen will be answering 5 questions from Kick-Ass. Gentlemen, are you ready?
yeah.
All right, I will be starting you off. Question number 1 in Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass's suit is made from a modified what? Great question, Robert. I really love this first question.
I haven't seen this movie in a little while. I had to go dig in a little bit for questions. Usually for the deep cuts, I have them already written, but these ones I had to dig for a little bit.
All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Thomas.
It's a tracksuit.
That is incorrect. Tim.
It's a scuba suit.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That is
we
correct.
now have a tie game. All right, gentlemen, your next question. Name one of Dave's 2 best friends, played by Evan Peters and Clark Duke. Just their first names.
Right back.
You want just one, right?
Just one.
Just one. Yes, just one of them.
Shit.
All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Tim must be really mad because his screen just went red.
Yeah, I
We're
just
gonna start with
noticed
Tim
that
first.
too. I don't know why.
Yeah,
am
Tim,
I-
you're first.
I don't know. Peter.
That is incorrect. Thomas.
Todd.
Yeah.
Todd is a correct answer, and we are back to 24-22.
It was Todd and Marty.
Todd and Marty.
All right, you want me to take the third one?
Oh yeah, sorry. I am so
You're
sorry,
good.
Robert.
You're good.
That was my bad.
What does Big Daddy give Hit Girl as a birthday present?
Best gift ever. I think the best part of this scene is when she messes with him. All right, and 5,
Repeat
4.
please.
All right, that's Thomas's first repeat. Your question again. What does Big Daddy give Hit Girl as a birthday present?
They are one dysfunctional family,
A little bit.
but they're fun to watch. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Thomas.
Like a special kind of pocket knife.
I don't think I can accept that.
Yeah, we cannot. Tim.
I just put knife.
I
That's
don't
up to
think
you,
we can
Robert.
accept that either.
What is it? What's
It's
the
a
answer?
butterfly knife. Or wait,
Butterfly
knife.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
over there-
I didn't look at my answer.
Yep.
He overspecified. I just put knife.
So the answer we have written is knife or butterfly knife in parentheses.
and
I-
and
I think
Thomas, you
pocket
have
knife
to-
is a
if
little
you
bit
wanna
too
talk-
specific.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas,
Yeah.
would you like to talk to your manager?
Can I get Coho in here, please?
Yeah. I think the ruling
Rob-
right now is that
Absolutely challenge that. A butterfly knife is not just a regular knife. A butterfly knife is a very specific thing that you need to specify because it flips back and forth and it's part of the plot. That is an actual plot point in the movie that it is a butterfly knife. Cody.
All right, so your challenge is
are you
out. That's
challenging?
what matters. We'll discuss.
Okay, so we're discussing
Fine,
challenge.
thank you,
We'll be
partner.
right back. All right, we are back from the challenge. So the challenge on the board was, just to clarify, Coho and Scully were challenging that Tim's answer of a knife should not be correct because specifically in the movie, she's given a butterfly knife and we counted against Tim wrong because he specifically put a pocket knife. However, we were just looking for the answer for a knife. Scully got it incorrect because he put a pocket knife, and that is too specific to be correct. Tim's general answer of a knife was an acceptable answer. We would have either accepted a knife or the butterfly knife. So we are going to deny them their challenge. Scully still loses the point. Tim still gets the point. Thomas no longer has a challenge. It is 23-23. Robert, hit him with question number 4.
All right. So, your fourth question. What is the real first name of Hit Girl?
Was she in anything before this, or was this really what launched her? I feel like it was.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing her in much before this. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of it before I make that comment that this launched her career. But she did a hell of a job. She was great in it. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are starting with Tim.
I don't know, so I just put child because that's what he calls her the whole movie.
That is incorrect. And Tom.
Mindy.
Yep.
And we are back to 24-22 as we get into your final question, gentlemen. Red Mist used a camera hidden inside what to get footage of Big Daddy storming the warehouse? There was a hidden camera. What was it in?
This is a tense game.
Tense game. That's a tense scene. I love that warehouse raid. It's so
That's my
good.
favorite scene of the movie. Well,
Really?
except for maybe like there's like the flashing lights when they're on camera.
That's pretty good
towards
too.
the end.
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we go back to Thomas.
Said a teddy bear.
And Tim.
Yeah, I put a toy bear.
Yeah, we
will accept
those.
both answers. All right. All right. After round 4, this is still a tight match. It is still only a 2-point game. Thomas with 25 and Tim with 23 as we get into the final round. The final round works like our regular round number 3s. We are going to bring up another wheel. This wheel now only has 6 categories on it. Each of those categories has a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. Each of these gentlemen will get 3 spins at the wheel to get each one of those value point questions. Every correct answer will get them those value points. A category is eligible to be asked multiple times as long as it is a different point value. Gentlemen, you are at least allowed 1 respin for the entire round. If you don't like your 3-pointer spin, you can spin again, but then you can't do it on the 5. Any questions before we do this?
It's 2, 3, and 5?
Yep.
2, 3, and 5. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
All right. So
your
Tim,
category
you are behind. But
sorry.
Robert, go ahead and give them the categories while I bring up Cody and get the wheel ready.
So your categories in this round are Star Wars, Heroes and Villains, Worlds of DC, Wizarding World, Star Trek, and MCU.
Okay.
So Tim, because you're
I'm
down
doing the
right
prime
now,
spin. I apologize.
we'll go to you first, Tim, for your 2-pointer. This is the prime.
No, we'd like to keep.
Yeah, that was the prime.
Unfortunately, you can't.
No.
All right. So your 2-point
Yes.
spin now.
No, Cody, I'm not going to let you get away with that. You got mad at me for not doing the prime last time, so you don't get the prime spin. All right. So, Cody and Tim, are you ready for your first official spin?
Just last question. So I have to surpass him, or I'd have to tie him?
You have to take the lead.
Yes. No,
Yep.
I have
take
to
the
take
lead.
the lead.
Yep. You have to take the lead to throw it back to him.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. And here is your first spin for 2 points. And it is Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that?
We'll take it.
Shocker.
All right. Who took Tim in round 4? Did I or did you?
I don't remember. I took the Shazam questions.
You took the Shazam question, so you had Tim. So I'll ask him his 5. I'll ask him his round 5. All right. Let me just take away the wheel real quick because I didn't do well at that last time. And get rid of Cody for a second. Yeah. No, I was doing it. All right. Tim, for your 2-pointer question in Wizarding World, What part of Harry's body did Draco break on the Hogwarts Express that Luna mends in Half-Blood Prince?
His nose.
That's correct for 2 points, and it is a tied game. All right, but Tim does have to take the lead first, so let's bring back Cody. Let's bring back their wheel. And is the wheel on yet?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It took a little time to load last time. All right. So, Tim, this is your 3-pointer spin. And it's going to be in Star Wars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, we'll keep that.
Keep that, no problem. All right. That. And Cody's gone. All right. For 3 points, category of Star Wars. What does Han use as a buy-in to the final card game in Solo: A Star Wars Story?
Coaxium.
That is correct for 3 points. And the lead. All
Taking
right,
a
so we now
3-point
go.
lead here.
Yep. So we now go to Thomas's. We're going to go to Thomas now. Thomas, as before, you need to take the lead before it goes back to Tim.
Mhm.
Bring up the wheel for y'all. I wish I could do this faster. I apologize.
That's just StreamYard.
All right.
Sharing.
All right. And are you ready, Thomas?
Let's do it.
All right. Here is your 2-pointer spin. And it is in Star Wars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
We will keep that.
All right. Robert, hit him with his 2-pointer.
Sure
Or,
thing.
sorry, let me get rid of everyone first.
Sure.
I'll do my due diligence first. Now hit him with the 2-pointer.
All right, your 2-pointer, Scully. What creatures do the rebels ride on Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back?
Tauntauns.
That is correct for 2 points. Coming
All
within
right.
1 with that answer.
Good
All
job.
right. And we are bringing back up the wheel.
Scully needs to hit one of his next questions to toss it back to Tim's 5.
Absolutely. And we're going to see if he can do that with his 3-pointer. Here's the spin. It's going to be in the MCU. So let's keep that or spin again.
We'll
Definitely.
keep that one.
All right. All right, Robert, hit him with it.
All right. What script is Stan Lee's character reading in Captain Marvel?
Five, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2.
Okay.
All right, that's your
Question
second
again?
repeat.
What movie script is Stan Lee's character reading in Captain Marvel?
Five, 4, 3,
Mulan.
2.
Ooh, we're looking for mall rats.
Okay.
That's all right. All right. So here's where it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas is going to get another spin or 2 if he so chooses at the wheel for his 5-pointer. If he hits it, it will bounce back to Tim for his 5-pointer. If he misses, Tim Brzakala will be Full Metal Geek champion. All right. So we
Shake
bring
it off
back
for 5.
Coho and we bring back the wheel as soon as there it goes. All right, and do remember you do have your 1 respin if you do not like the first spin. Are you ready, Thomas?
Yes. Let's do it.
All right, here's your spin. This is for 5 points. And it goes to Star Wars. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
You think you can hit a 5 in it?
I think I hit a 5 against Jake in Star Wars, but these were tougher questions. I think
Do you feel worse about anything else on this wheel?
Yes, I feel worse about some stuff on this wheel.
I would keep it then.
All right, then let's take Star Wars.
Take the shot.
All right. Robert,
All right.
hit him with the question.
Your 5-pointer in Star Wars. In Phantom Menace, what is the name of Anakin's young friend on Tatooine who describes his racing pod as so wizard?
Five, 4,
Give me my last
3.
week.
Okay, your final repeat. In Phantom Menace, what is the name of Anakin's young friend on Tatooine who describes his racing pod as so wizard?
Five, 4, 3,
This could be it.
2,
Rico.
1.
And your winner.
What the fuck?
Tim Brzakala. I'm sorry, I forgot to say the new champion, but he is the new champion, Tim Brzakala. We were looking for Kitster. Kitster was the name. Wow, what a close match. 28 to 27.
game.
1 point came down to the 5-pointers. Oh my God. I mean, I think let's just get into it before we even say anything else. We're going to go ahead and talk to the victor first and the new champion, Tim Brzakala. Tim, you know, you said you didn't really care whether you win or lost, that you were going to take it to round 5, and you did. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
Dude, that feels good. Oh shit, I feel bad. Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I feel really good. I'm happy I won. That's it. It feels good. If you know my fan league career at all, everyone's always said I'm just riding on Robert's coattails. I can't do anything myself, so it feels good to go up against someone as good as Scully and win. Because Scully, Jesus, you're so good. Like, don't even like. I feel bad because I know Scully really cares, and I know that he really wanted it. And but man, holy shit, Cody, thank you.
Listen, when MCU was spun, and we were famously with Coho during a certain match, and he said that is his 10 out of 10. I don't expect him to miss at all. And like, we had to use the game to our advantage today.
If I didn't challenge that first question, I'd be answering a question right now. So, or no, yes, I would.
Yes, died. We had to use the game and how it was made to make this happen. Like, that's how good Scully is. Like, we didn't put any extra prep in this. We didn't go crazy. We didn't I didn't give him 17 movies to study before this. Like, he just went in this with his base knowledge, watching all the Star Wars films before this just because they came out in 4K. That's the only reason. And then that question hits, and my daughter's singing Lost in the Woods right now in Frozen. Like, this is like epic. I didn't expect this to happen. I am so happy for you, Tim. You did an amazing job. Scully, again, I hate this because in 3 months you'll be right back at it, and we'll have to do this stress level all over again. And Coho played the smartest strategy ever. Like, at the end, he's like, are you scared of anything? You got to go with your gut. And he didn't know it. And that's what happens in Geek. It's so deep at this point, you either know it or you don't. So, Scully, we'll be chasing you all season long in every other division, too, because that's how dominant of a player you are. I'm not going to be cocky. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be anything. We had to play the game, the best game we possibly could today, and it ended up working. You took Phantom and you took a Sorcerer's Stones away from us, which would have been our shot to be good, and he still hit 6 points in his other one. So, again, hats off to everybody. Hats off to Full Metal.
Mad respect to you, Scully, and honestly, mad respect to Coho, too. You managed really well. You threw the challenges when it mattered. I would have done the same thing. So, mad respect to both of you. Holy shit.
Dirty, clean, however you want to call this match. We played it to the T, and we ended up getting the win. So, congrats, Tim. You're a champion. Yes. No Jim Carrey here.
He said it right. You know, Tim, you're holding the belt by yourself. It's not a team's belt. It's the singles belt. no one can say you're riding anybody's coattails anymore. You earned this. You earned that shot with your performance in the tournament. You beat Dom, you beat Scully, you beat two guys who have challenged for this belt before. So you definitely deserved it here. I'm more than happy to have you here as the champion. Is Cody being the manager of the champion again? Maybe not so much, but you know what? You can't have everything. But I'm just kidding. Cody,
I never had to leave the Full Metal Geek Championship. It's always been with me. This is crazy. Congrats, Tim.
All right, but but like I said, but you get to take a break now a little bit.
Yeah,
Your next challenger will be somebody new, hopefully. But until then, we will definitely. Robert, any words for your successor?
I was just going to say, Tim plays a lot more relaxed, or excuse me, he plays better when he's relaxed as far as Full Metal Geek is concerned. You could tell he came in very relaxed. Not necessarily uncaring, but he was just relaxed. He was ready to play. He was ready to take the win or the loss. And Scully played incredibly well. I think it came down to that Mallrats miss, I think was pretty big for Scully. And then Star Wars is just such a deep category at this point. A character that's it's said in the movie, but Scully and Coho also, I say this a lot, but I truly mean it. They have nothing to hang their heads about, and they'll be back here very soon to challenge, because I guarantee this is going to do nothing but motivate the both of them.
Yep, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, once again, thank y'all so much for being here. Tim, congratulations. Go celebrate. Do what you got. Well, celebrate as much as you can with all the quarantine going on.
Yeah.
But definitely, you deserve it. Cody, you guys have a great time.
See ya. Thank you.
And we are going to bring on to the man who just didn't win the match today, because loser is not the right word, because Thomas, you put on a hell of a performance here. This was a high scoring match. The final score was 27-28. This literally could have gone any way. I mean, it was just, it was luck of the wheel, luck of the pick. I mean, just how are you feeling right now?
First and foremost, I want to say congrats to Tim. He deserves it. I mean, he came in relaxed. He and Cody had the right game plan, utilizing challenges really well. I have mad respect for that. And to say thank you to them for their kind words, because they're two of my favorite people in this community. I love both of them, respect the hell out of both of them. And it's great seeing Tim hold a belt that's solely his. I think that's really great to see. After he came up short in fandom, this was sort of his redemption. Personally, there's a lot of things that woulda, coulda, shoulda. Lumos Solaire versus Salem. I debated that back and forth in my head for the 5 seconds it took me to come up with the answer. Mallrats, just Captain Marvel is just one of those movies that, of all the MC movies, I've gone back to the least. And then Kitster, I knew Kitster, I just couldn't pull the name. But they played the game really well. The challenge kind of threw me off my game a little bit. It sort of stabbed any momentum I had, especially in round 4. Props to them. They played the better game today. They deserve the belts. But this is going to motivate me pretty hard. I'm going to come back with a vengeance. Not to sound cocky or anything, but I am. That's
as it should be, and as we know you will be.
Every loss
Absolutely
makes me stronger.
I'll go ahead and say there is only one person in all of Full Metal Geek that we are okay losing to, and he has the belt. Tim Brzakala, we love you. Congratulations on your belt. It's about damn time. And if we were going to lose to anyone right now, we're glad it's you. And you hold that. You defend that from whatever crop of competitors RJ is looking at throwing at you next. And in the meantime, we'll be back, because at the end of the day, nothing motivates us more than 1 point. We'll be back.
We definitely look forward to seeing y'all. Yeah, like I said, you'll be taking a little bit of a break, Thomas, but you're still going to be number one contender for a while. In the rankings, you're still going to be number one. So we're definitely going to see you again. And like I said, when you come back, I can't wait to see you come back with a vengeance and see what you do. But great performance today. Definitely don't hang your head down. And thanks for always stopping by.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
And I mean, there it is, Robert. I mean, there's a new champ. There's a new champ now.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I could say it. I'm gonna put you in the spot. I know you were kind of hoping for that, right? You were a little bit pulling for Tim.
No, I came. You can't, as not just the host, but as the question writer. Like you seriously cannot. I love Scully to death. He took me the furthest of any of my Full Metal Geek title matches, or he definitely. I mean, he tore through that tournament last year. Scully is one who this loss will not damage him. I know he's bummed right now, but man, you played a good game, hell of a game, and just a couple moments here and there. 1 point match. He's going to be back better than ever, and Tim and everybody else in this league should be watching out because Scully is not going to rest until he has won and defended that belt, and I know he has the potential to do it. And Tim obviously should celebrate. The last 2 matches he's played has been the best 2 Full Metal, like statistically wise, it's been the best 2 Full Metal Geek games he's ever played. Were the last 2 games, today and against Dom. So he's at his peak right now in Full Metal Geek, and I think he can keep it going for a long time, especially with Cody at his back.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. This will probably go down as one of the greatest matches in Full Metal. This match was incredibly close, incredibly tense. I mean, it was so good. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We finally have a new champ. Tim Brzakala is now the man that everyone is chasing. And after this, all you newcomers, all the ones who tested in, it's your turn to see if you can climb that mountain and challenge Tim Brzakala for that belt. I don't envy y'all. That's why I sat out this season, because I wasn't about to be a part of this. But for everybody here, for Cody, for the new champ Tim, for Scully, for Coho, for Robert over here, because I'm going to finally figure this out, how this reflection stuff works. I am your host, the Red Ranger. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time at Full Metal Geek.